I am Kambra Potter here with Rob Day for That's My Entertainment, and we are here at the 2020 Writers Guild Awards at the beautiful Beverly Hilton. Rob, how you feeling?
I'm feeling great, but nervous at the same time for all the great writers. I don't know how they're going to decide who's going to win tonight.
You know, I have to say I've been binging a lot the past few weeks, and there are so many good contenders that I know that any of them would be very deserving. So I can't wait to find out the results and, hear from the writers themselves. So let's dive in. Hi guys, I'm Kambra Potter here with
Eric Tuchman.
So Eric, first congratulations, and I don't want to take a lot of your time, but I am curious, what is it like in the writer's room for The Handmaid's Tale for such a unique concept for a show? Can you give me a little bit of insight into the writer's room?
Sure. Well, you would think with sometimes such dark material, it's a very joyful, fun room. We laugh a lot. It's the smartest group of writers I've ever worked with. They're wonderful people, and we just get together and brainstorm and tell stories and somehow end up writing something on the page. But it's a group effort, and everyone really contributes. It's a terrific group.
Well, I think it shows in the writing and it shows in the finished product. So congratulations and best of luck today.
Thanks so much.
Yeah, thanks for taking time to meet with me.
Hi, I'm Yahlin Chang, and I work on The Handmaid's Tale. I'm a writer for The Handmaid's Tale.
Well, first I want to say congratulations on being nominated. I mean, what a phenomenal show and what a groundbreaking show. But I'm curious, for you being a woman in the writer's room, because it is such a show that deals with a lot of, women's rights and women's issues in a dystopia universe, obviously. But what is that like to be to add that woman's voice to the script?
Well, it is such a privilege for me to tell the stories of oppressed women. The thing is that we don't actually invent anything on the show. Everything that happens to the women in our show has happened to women in history, and it happens to women all over the globe, but typically in places like Yemen and Liberia and Cambodia and the Congo. And so it's really a privilege to be able to tell the stories of these oppressed women. But in a way, these stories are made relatable because they're happening to a white, blonde, blue-eyed American woman. So it helps, I think, the American audience understand what women all over the globe, brown women, Asian women, Muslim women go through.
Wow, that's really powerful. Thank you for sharing that. I didn't even think of it at that level and realize that is sadly a reality for women even to this day. So yes. Thank you for being a part of that story. And it's a beautiful show. I mean, it just comes together so well. So congratulations on your nomination and good luck tonight.
So tell me a little bit about the collaborative process for this season, and what was the challenges of that?
Challenges? Well, I mean, it's really an opportunity. Every kind of television show or any film or anything is always a collaboration. And in this case, it was a really interesting experience where I was able to sort of, spoke to AMC about what might be an interesting second season for the series, The Terror, and came up with this notion of setting it during the Japanese-American internment and using elements of J-horror and Japanese-style horror to tell that story. And we found an incredible showrunner and writer to kind of co-create that with me and showrun the show. And at every level, it's always about collaboration. But that was kind of a dream, sort of very simple version of it that is easier than it sometimes is.
Have you enjoyed the success or the reception that this season has gotten?
Yeah, I think it's been really gratifying. I think particularly because it's an important subject matter. Obviously, it has this sort of heightened genre element that's fun and not lighthearted exactly, but less substantive and serious than the historical aspect of it. But being able to see how people responded to what's really an extraordinary treatment of the historical period that's never been done that way before was really, really gratifying and exciting.
Congratulations on your nomination. Best of luck this evening.
I was just commenting on how it really is a team effort because of, it takes sacrifice from both parts for you putting in all the effort. But we were talking about how cool it is that you, as a man, can share a woman's perspective. And I want to hear your thoughts on all of it.
Oh, well, obviously, Mealy, my wife, is such a huge, important part of my work and my life. I mean, she's my first reader. The great thing about actors is they see material so much differently than we do. They look out from the eyes of the characters, and she's just phenomenal at that. So, yeah, any part of me that is in touch with women, you can blame her. Yeah.
Or thank her.
Either one.
I don't want to take much of your time, but congratulations on the Humanitarian Award tonight.
Thank you.
Yes, you're welcome.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back. We have more interviews coming your way.
Hey guys, I'm Kambra Potter here with
Tom Flynn.
Andi, Matheny.
So, first of all, congratulations on being here tonight. And how are we feeling?
Oh, we're feeling fantastic. I mean, just to be nominated, just to be here with having my peers recognize the movie, it was a big surprise, and we're just really, really pleased to be here.
Well, congratulations. It was a surprise. Were you surprised as well?
Oh, my God. Well, he called me up and said, what are you doing on February 1st? I'm like, I don't know. And then he told me that he was nominated, and we were just shocked. It came out of left field. Yeah.
Makes it even more special then, I think. Yeah. So, okay, one more question because I know you got other people to talk to, but what advice would you give maybe aspiring writers or writers that are just starting out?
Never quit. Never, ever quit. If you love, and always write for your audience and always love your stories. So that's it. That's easy.
Great advice. Thank you guys so much. Good luck tonight. Guys, I'm here at the Writers Guild Awards with Nico Santos of Superstore. So, how are we feeling today?
I'm feeling great. Listen, I am presenting, so there's no pressure on me. I'm not worried. I just get to look all fancy and eat the free food.
That's always a plus.
And yeah, it's great.
Cool. Well, you look fabulous.
Thank
What award
you
are you
very much.
presenting?
I'm presenting episodic comedy.
That makes perfect sense. I love comedy.
Yeah. Listen, it's great.
I have a question. Okay, other than Superstore, obviously that's going to be your fave. Do you have a favorite comedy to watch?
God, there's so many.
I know.
I'm like blanking.
That's cool. I put you on the spot, so there is
okay.
a lot of good content out there.
But also,
right
I'm
now.
watching a lot of dramas right now.
Are you?
The Outsider, I'm
haven't
obsessed
seen that
with.
one yet.
So good.
Yeah?
Star Trek Picard.
Okay.
Because I'm a huge Star Trek nerd.
Cool.
So good. Yeah.
Oh.
I'd like to basically just veg on my day off and binge watch a lot
I feel
of
you.
things.
Yeah, that's all I've been doing for like
Cheer?
the past
Have you
3
been
weeks.
watching Cheer?
No.
The documentary?
No.
Oh,
Okay,
girl.
tell me quick about it. I don't want to take too much
Oh my
of your
God,
time.
it's a
but
documentary about cheerleading. It's amazing.
That sounds like my life. Like
Watch
I was a
it,
cheerleader.
Netflix.
You would
It's
never guess
great.
that, would you?
You're a cheerleader?
Yeah, like a million years ago. Yeah. All right, Nico. Well, I know you got other people to talk to, but good luck presenting. You look fabulous. You too, love. I am here today with
Jaime Camil from Jane the Virgin and now Broke.
and
Antonio Corbo from Broke.
He was also in Brooklyn Nine-Nine. He's very modest.
I thought you looked familiar.
Modesty. Yes. He played Nikolai on Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Yes.
Great job in that too, by the way.
Thank you so much.
How long have you been acting?
3 years.
Awesome, congratulations. And you're
He's never been to a red carpet. First time.
oh my gosh. Well, enjoy every single minute. Are you going to help present tonight?
Yes. I don't know about help presenting, but he's been helping me with my English pronunciation because, as you can tell, I'm from Scotland, but no, I'm from Mexico City. Yeah.
Well, I have to say, I am such a fan. I know you hear this all the time, but Jane the Virgin, and specifically, Rogelio is one of my favorite characters. Like, you just stood
Fun, right? Because we had great writers writing the show. They did it amazing. They did a very well-balanced character with heart, with comedic, with comedy, with heart. It was a very well-balanced character. I was very lucky to play Rogelio.
Do you think there's a possibility of a Rogelio spinoff?
No, we tried to do that, but then my dear friend and spiritual animals, Jenny Snyder-Ehrman, showrunner of Jane, we are producing partners in this new sitcom we have with Broke. And I think it was, we decided to pitch a brand new show to CBS. And thank God we got picked up, and thank God we're here, and we have an air date, and so we're very happy. So I will bring a little bit of Rogelio into this character, of course, but now we're with Broke, CBS, starting April 2nd on Thursday nights at 9:30 p.m.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
That's my entertainment. What's yours? Well, that's my entertainment. What's yours?
I feel like you are unapologetically you, which is so inspiring for so many people. What gives you that confidence? Like, where do you draw from?
Well, I spent a lot of time not being that way. I think I gave all the fucks, and then I just fully just gave them away to charity, and I give no fucks now. I feel like the pendulum had to swing the opposite way. I spent so much of my life kind of apologizing for my existence and not wanting to take up too much space. And I just kind of was like, no, I don't want to do that anymore. And I feel like once you kind of hit that moment of just I'm not going to do mental gymnastics for you every day, I think, I don't know, it's weird. I've just turned a corner and I don't give a shit. So
I love that. That's a good way to live. I mean, it makes you happier. And
It does. It's definitely a life hack for sure.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Well, you are so inspiring. Congratulations.
Congratulations on your win.
Thanks so much.
And what do you have coming up in the future now that this win? Does this inspire you to come up with a new project?
일단은 다음 작품에 영향을 받지 않으려고 해요. 왜냐하면 봉준호님과 같이 하는 게 아니고 저 혼자만의 프로젝트이기 때문에.
I'm trying to not let this influence my next project because it's a project that I'm working on my own without director Bong.
다음 준비 중인 작품은 좀비 아포칼립스 한국 서울 시내에서 하는 일인데 지금까 이게 어딘데
So my next project is about a zombie apocalypse that takes place in Seoul, South Korea.
근데 여기서 중요한 건 좀비가 아니고 젊은이들이라.
But the important point about that is that it's not zombies, it's the youth.
Well, we look forward to it. Thank you very much.
Thanks.
All right.
Barry's incredible. I have a million questions I could ask, but I know there's other people that want to talk to you. So, when you were creating it, did you have certain actors in mind? I mean, obviously you and Bill co-created, but Henry, did you have Henry Winkler in mind to play Gene? Or
when we first started writing, we wrote without thinking about actors. Okay. And what's interesting with Henry is we wrote that character, and the character is written before we started thinking about Henry for it was a much darker, kind of meaner, angrier character. And then when we started thinking about casting, I mean, first of all, when we wrote it, we had no idea it was ever going to get made, right? So you write it and you just go, okay, it's not a show, it's this script, right? This is what it is, and this needs to be good. And you weren't even thinking about the rest of it. And then when we started thinking about Henry, what was really interesting about Henry is he's so warm. And he's such a guy that you root for, that him playing a guy who was written as a narcissist and a mean guy suddenly became really interesting because there was a kind of duality to it where he was mean sometimes, but you kind of understood why, because some of his life wasn't going well and he was he has kind of a kicked dog quality to him. And it just made the character so much more three-dimensional. Which is, the dream. When you cast good people, all of a sudden they bring a whole other level to stuff. And then you pick up on that stuff as writers, and you start to write to it, and they pick up on what you're writing, and they take it somewhere, and there's kind of this nice tennis match that happens.
You start kind of writing for their voice at some point.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then as they change, their approach, we change our approach. Yeah, it's fun.
I love the collaboration of it. It's beautiful, and how it has come together on screen is incredible.
And it's great. And I think our relationship, especially Bill being in the cast, helps a lot, because I've seen shows where the writing staff and the cast become sort of adversarial, where it's like the writers are like, oh, the actors are screwing up our gems, and the actors are saying, the writers are giving us pig slop to play.
So Bill can't say that.
No, because it's his fault. Yeah.
Well, it's a brilliant show, so congratulations on the win, and I can't wait to see what else is in the future for Barry.
Thanks so
much. Of course. Have a great night.
Congratulations on your win.
There it is. It's the Writers Guild bird. Yes,
definitely.
Caw.
Really cool. Really cool.
Yeah.
So what is the biggest challenge of taking a real life disaster and turning it into a mini series?
Well, you want to be respectful of the people that lived through it. Mm-hmm. We are not telling a story from 300 years ago. We're telling a story from 30 years ago. When the show came out, it was 33 years. That means that people survived it and are alive today. It means that people who lost people are alive today, and I think about them all the time. So first, you put them first. In your mind, you think, I need to be respectful of people who suffered and people who sacrificed. Second, I need to do something that compels people to watch. When you start to put that second one first is when cynicism starts to take over, and that becomes, to me, an intolerable sort of affair. So that was kind of the bedrock that I started with from the beginning.
Well, you were very successful, so thank you again very much, and congratulations again.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, guys, there you have it. I'm Kambra Potter.
And I'm Rob Day.
That's my entertainment.
What's yours?